What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today we are going to be discussing the AGR because it is going to be receiving a bigger buff than a lot of people might think. This really seems to be the theme of like most of these videos because there are some changes within the Season 6 patch notes that may not look like a lot, but you know, if you actually think about it and if you test it, it's actually going to mean a huge deal. It's kind of like the Razorback, right? You'd see like some sort of improvement to the hit multipliers, giving it a little bit more damage. But if you think about it, if you go into the training mode and you test it in long range, you're gonna notice that if you do multiply 23 times like 1.1, it's going to be 25, which is enough for a 4-shot kill. That means you could actually score that in longer ranges. This pretty much seems to be the similar, I guess this is a similar case with the AGR because yes, there are mags to increase the damage and it does increase the range as well, but it doesn't really do much, you know, when it comes to medium range. Like eventually it's going to fall down to like 23 damage and now you can't even do a 4-shot kill. Of course, that's going to change because now the second range where it goes down to 23 will turn into a 25, thus being a 4-shot kill. But do keep in mind, this only affects the body. This does not affect the arms. So there is a chance that you can actually, you know, hit the arm and not actually get the 4-shot kill because that's still going to remain with 23 damage. So long as you hit in the chest, which isn't really that hard, you could actually score a 4-shot kill from longer ranges. But it might take a little bit more effort, I guess more skill based, if I could say that. So let's get into the exact changes. So they did improve the leg multiplier, which is now 0.9 to 1x. So now it's going to be just basic normal damage. I think this would help you 4-shot better once you have that, you know, that 30 or 60 round mag. So really anywhere that you shoot in the body, at least in close range, will net you a 4-shot kill. They also increased the movement speed by like 1%, which I guess, okay. ADS movement speed also improved by 4%. That's another change that I didn't understand because with the AGR, like by default, it does have some pretty good strafing speed. So I don't know why they would increase it a little bit more. They also increased the bullet spread, which is something that probably was needed. And it might help when it comes to getting those chest shots at longer ranges. So the chest multiplier improved from 1 times to 1.1 times. Like I said, if you multiply it by 23, it's going to go over 25. Keep in mind, like I said, it does not affect the arms, and this only really works if you do have the 5.56 round conversion. So while all these changes are fine and dandy, my one big concern, or I guess my one complaint about this whole change for the gun is the fact that they didn't do anything that could improve the base rounds, because you know, the base rounds, believe it or not, does have some potential, but the problem is that it runs out extremely fast because the default amount is like 25, I believe. And then there is a mag to extend it, but it only extends it up to 32. I kind of wish that they would at least have the mag up to like at least 30 and then maybe have the extended mag with like 40 rounds. Because again, much like the the HVK, it relies on that special mag for it to actually be good. But it would be nice that, you know, if you could just use the regular rounds as well, because if you set up your weapon just right, if you use like the marksman barrel with like monolithic, you could actually 4-shot a lot faster. The time to kill would be a lot better. Not in long ranges like it would be with the, you know, the 30 to 60 round conversion, but still you could kill pretty fast. But at the end of the day, it just makes you wonder why they even have a regular extended mag. It's not that, it's not impacting your gun in a crazy amount. Another complaint that I did hear from some people regarding these changes is the fact that they didn't do much with the recoil, specifically with the horizontal, because I feel like it has it more than a lot of guns. And this is one of those horizontal recoil weapons where no matter what you put on your weapon, it's still gonna jump like crazy. It's kind of like the FR556 or the PPSH as of right now. Like, don't get me wrong, vertical recoil isn't really much of a problem for this gun, but horizontal is a huge issue, at least for me and for some other people. But it would have been nice if they reduced it just by a little bit, but I guess it just didn't happen. But other than that, it's not like these changes are something like, oh my god, this is not enough. I mean, it's shit that I can live with. I'm sure a lot of you guys can, you know, do the same. For me personally, how I feel about this change, I'm just happy that the AGR finally got some sort of buff. And you know, it's probably one of the more underrated SMGs. It's one that I enjoyed a lot when it first came out. I know not a lot of people were enjoying SMGs during the time because they were kind of underpowered, but I mean, this was a breath of fresh air during that moment. And even now, I mean, sometimes I like to use it in some matches and, you know, I do pretty well with it. If I'm correct, I think this was like a season 11, season 12 gun, you know, back in the day. So it came out late, like I think like around the same time Damascus first came out. So I was really excited to like, you know, unlock it for this weapon. But I'm hoping at the end of the day, it can incentivize people to use it a little bit more. Even if the changes are like, you know, minuscule or, you know, it may not be what you wanted. I mean, it's still going to be a pretty solid gun either way. Something that could compete alongside the Razorback and the HD40 as well as the GKS. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content, and I'll see you guys next time.